So this one might be a little bit lengthy, but it's necessary. The whole dynamic to life, to my understanding, which we all have a different truth, but is to find self-love. And that's the hardest part of it. Don't fix what's not broken. Well, if you're not certain what's broken, but you know it's broken, then what? When you seek validation from everyone and there's no answers because they really don't know themselves, that's when you really have to look within. And it is stripping away every belief that you have had to be able to live with yourself in your truth and not live in judgment, but be aware, I guess. I realized that I never grew. I have been reading the poems. I get it logically. Obviously, the paradox to everything, it's been my journey to self-discovery, but I don't believe in coincidence. My nephew was like a kid to me. I wrote this first book, and I would not allow it to be seen because it ended horrible. It wouldn't help anyone. If it was someone who read it like him, there's no light in it. That's why I wrote The Light Beyond the Storm. Come the third book, I released it not for my own self-love, but for someone else. So what you will do for others, you have to learn to do for yourself. And that's where I'm starting to understand that I don't understand anything, but we're here for a reason, and everybody who is here has a purpose. No one's above another. It's our classroom life. But what was broken was shattered, and that's where I have to address the book. So a corporation actually ended up stealing all of these books that I discovered, and I lost it to anger, asking what my lesson was. For him to respond, it's not your lesson, it's the corporation. And I said, nope, there's a lesson in everything. And resting with it, yes, there was a lesson. I did not write it for the gain. And we're all here to help each other self-love. There's nothing that can't be forgiven, because Christ could even have forgiven Judas, but he couldn't forgive himself. So strip everything away that you believe you are and find your heart and your soul. But I understand addiction, and it's hurt a lot of families, but I also now understand why they do it. And that's why I'm actually trying to spread the word. That was the intent of my original book. He was my teacher. I didn't know I was any different. Everybody has a different truth and a different ability of depth of feeling. So I'm an empath. I self-destruct for pain for others, and I never trusted my own gut. I'd always go against it for what other people believed I should do. And that's where I'm learning, because my intestine tore. But it wasn't my near death that did it. It was my nephew's. And so I will read you releasing the brokenness to piece it back together bit by bit, understanding the depth of where it came from, and understanding that this isn't the end. So where I thought the book ends bad, well, here I am. A week prior to our loss, it had been 3 weeks since I had promised to see him. This was a message I missed from him that I didn't get until after. Hi, I just wanted to say this. I used to have a lot of fun hanging out with you, The moments I would go to your house for my mom's were the times I felt the safest because I felt like we bonded and we would do things together. Seriously, the only times I can remember laughing were with you and Larry. I've been asking for a long time now if we can hang out again because I am so lonely. We haven't really hung out much at all since I left sober living. If people don't want to be around me anymore because I have mental breakdowns and no one knows how to help, I've been asking, and now it seems like it's gotten to the point where I just feel so ostracized from the family because of my mental breakdowns. And it just has gotten in this vicious circle to where I've further tucked away and more breakdowns. I'm just using this as an example, but all I heard while I was at the house was always someone in the background telling Grammy that it was a disappointment that she was even talking to me. I haven't really been around anyone besides Grammy in months, and even that's going away because every time I'm with her now, it does get into about why I had these breakdowns. It's always her telling me instead of just listening to me to say the two reasons I get these. Because I feel very lonely, I feel unheard. She has those people in the background telling her what to do with me, listening to her, what my breakdowns are for, listening to her for this or that, whether she realizes it or not. Right now I'm alone in a hotel room and no one calls to see how I'm doing. No one calls to ask me what happened, how I feel, listen to me, joke around with me. Grammy thinks support is just financially being there. She doesn't understand. And he asked me why I believed in God, and I didn't know he was truly looking for something. I didn't even know that I understood him like I did. Now I do. Now I know why he was comfortable around me. There is no coincidence in life. He was my teacher, and that's been my journey to actually make sure he was okay and to understand how alone people could feel when all they want is love. He wasn't about money. He just wanted to be heard. So this is called Tanner. The memories tear through like floods as you're no longer here. Regret, remorse, these faults I take, alone was all you fear. I know you needed me, not knowing mine for you. Your wants I did not understand, but now I finally do. I wish this time to make you laugh, small pleasures from your pain. That sense you felt of gratitude was easement in your brain. If I got your letter, perhaps if I replied, you'd understand the love we have, not feeling ostracized. Ifs will always be a part to all the many things of loss that comes with ones we love and all the holes it brings. Now my prayers continue on, praying every day for comfort, peace, eternal life. Please lead for us the way. That was only the beginning. It was not my near death. It was him that made me find God. You seek and you will find. And his soul and heart are good. So I can't wait till the day that I see him again. But I became him. They ran. I was alone. So I understand to look within and not judge others. So now I actually know my purpose is to help others realize that there's more going on when people turn to addiction. So thank you for listening to me and allowing me to release.